Hello guys, thank you for tapping on my video today. We are going back to AKA's case, and this time I will be revealing the actual plan of Bheki Cele, which was mentioned in the previous video. I can remember stating that Bheki Cele had to come up with something that would actually make AKA's shooters to be lured so that the police can actually arrest them. It looks like they don't want to heed to public request to arrest Don Design, who is the #1 suspect. Even though the public has been requesting, they had to rally and create commotions just for the police to actually arrest Don Design, but they did not heed to them. So the people are demanding for answers, and they are also demanding for action. Now guys, Bheki Cele, even though many people don't actually trust anything he says, has decided to share his plans in order to solve one of the biggest murder cases in South Africa. AKA was a legend and he is still a legend. Thus, whatever concerns him will have to be taken very good care of. The police want to look for every means possible to solve this case so that they can actually feel like they have achieved something great, and the legacy will actually get the rest that they have been waiting for. Bheki Cele mentioned that there was a plan that they were thinking of in order to lure the people who actually shot AKA, or the people who masterminded the shooting. There are three things that he had to come up with. Firstly, he made mention of forensic investigation, which has to do with the scientific part of the investigation, which has to look at the fingerprints, footprints, and every other thing that the police might use in order to catch the actual criminals. Secondly, the police made mention of taking the polygraph test, which involves certain suspects being under some sort of a machine that would detect if they are lying about a particular thing or not. This is common when it comes to investigations, especially in the Western world, and it does come in handy. Even though the result is not 100%, but it can be rest assured that it might lead to the actual finding of the truth when the suspects take the test. Lastly, this might shock you guys, but the legacy had to suggest that this case goes spiritual. Yes, if there is no means for them to catch the people who actually did it, they can decide to go spiritual and fish out the person who actually took away the life of one of the greatest rappers in South Africa. The South Africans are actually not satisfied with all this because they know that the police always talks, but they don't do anything about it. They usually say things in order to calm people down and try to satisfy them, but at the end they don't do anything. So we are waiting for action to be done. These three things can be done, then we might just find the person who planned everything to happen that particular day. But if nothing is done and all this is just talk, then we will just continue waiting and losing our faith in the police system in South Africa.